Hey guys, so today we're doing something fun and exciting. Today we are doing my first official solo flight. Last Saturday, my instructor surprised me with a solo. We did a few landings. He said my landings look good. He said he's getting out. Kind of caught me off guard. I didn't have camera set up, didn't have nothing. So I got some footage from the shirt cutting, the traditional shirt cutting, and he recorded a couple videos of my actual takeoff and landing, so I'll add those in here as well. But yeah, today we are going up to St. Charles. We're going to do our first ever completely unassisted solo flight. So I'm both excited and nervous, so let's get a move on.
Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony. Left me with the pieces of forever that you broke. But since you left me alone, I've been high. I've been high. Lately I've been high.
All right, so we've just arrived at KSET, St. Charles Airport, and I'm gonna go inside and get us a plane and get the camera set up in the plane, and we'll see you there.
St. Charles traffic 63612, taxiing from north ramp to runway 18 St. Charles. I'm sorry, 36 St. Charles. St. Charles traffic. Cessna 172 Lima Fox crossing runway 9 at Alpha, St. Charles traffic. Alright, so get our motor moving here. Alright, test our brakes. Brakes are good. Alright, let's get on the move. Right. This is my first completely unassisted solo. I did everything. I did the pre-flight, I did the radio calls. A hold short of 18 here. And on the center line, that'd be helpful.
Approaching runway 18.
Put the volume up on this because it'll actually talk to me and let me know if there's traffic. That's the reason I want it. Okay. So, St. Charles traffic 63612 crossing runway 18 at Delta. Anybody on either approach path? St. Charles area traffic, Green Robinson helicopter departing the ramp to the direct to the north out of the area. St. Charles traffic. Left onto Delta here. That's pretty cool. There's a helicopter in there. I don't know if the camera can see that or not. St. Charles traffic 63612 crossing runway 9er at Alpha. That's so cool. Never been in close proximity to helicopter flying. It's pretty awesome. And again, I never thought I'd be sitting in the pilot seat of an aircraft either. By myself. How cool is that? Like, seriously. It's like the coolest thing I've ever done. That may be proposing to my fiance. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Don't tell her I said that. get a big head. Got some birds on the taxiway here. We're going a little fast. Let's slow up, but I don't need to be at rotation speed going down the. All right, right up, park brake off, doors, windows closed. Let's get that button down. Don't forget it. Light control's incorrect. Left goes up and down. Right goes up and down easily. Elevators elevate. Rudder is ruddering. Excellent. All right, trim is set for takeoff. That looks good. We are facing to the south, so we should be pretty much on 1.8 here. Should be. Then we'll confirm 3.6 once we get on the runway. Fuel valve is set to both. Mixture full rich. Trim set for takeoff, already done. Throttle to 1700.
Central traffic, 172 Lima Fox, taking off runway 36, departing to the north at 200 feet. Central traffic.
Right back.
And Central traffic, Green Robinson helicopter, except 1 Romeo Alpha, is about 8 to the north at 1,000 feet to
Repeat.
Roger that, we got you on the 80th speed, so we'll watch out for you.
Just south. Trans alternator negative and back positive. Checking our idle. Idle looks solid. Okay. Alright. Run up complete. Now a normal takeoff is flaps up. Yep. Make sure full rich. Carb heat cold. Throttle will be at full once we're on the runway. We'll check the engine instruments as we roll, and we'll rotate at 55 knots. Okay, we're gonna stop here so we can keep an eye on that. Everything looks clear. HL traffic 63612, departing runway 36, staying in the departure to the north, straight out. St. Charles. Okay, here we go. Alright, get us on the center line here. Archer end looks clear. Goes on the floor and off the brakes. Accelerate to full throttle. Airspeed's alive. Engine instruments in the green. 55 knots. Rotating. There we go. Like that, we're flying an airplane, ladies and gentlemen, all by ourselves. Alright. Now we've got good sentry reception. And everything looks good. Heading is tracking north. Everything looks okay. I'm gonna have a little aggressively at 76 knots. Pretty good. VY speed, 76 knots. I am flying a plane by myself. This is cool. This is cool. We're at passing, coming up on pattern altitude now, 1,200 feet. And we'll climb to 2,000. I think. 2,000. And, we'll just track 2,000 north until we're out from under the last Bravo shelf. Sound like a plan to stay in? Good to me. Beautiful day for flying. No turbulence whatsoever. Wind's minimal. People out on the lake having a good time. I'm up in the air having a good time. This is awesome. This is amazing. Alright, we're gonna Double check here. Yeah, this shelf is 3,000 feet that we're under now. But we're fine. We can climb up to 2,000, and then we'll hold 2,000 until we get up under it. Always a good idea to double check. I hope you guys can see that. I'll get the wing so you can see that plane on the camera back there. Pretty cool. Okay. So, and let's go for it. So let's do a clearing turn here. We're going to lift the left wing and then start a slow 90-degree left turn. And I'm looking outside the aircraft. I'm also checking the ADB ESB receivers. We're at 3,000 feet. 3,250 actually. Alright. And everything looks clear that way. We're gonna take it back to the left now. Nice gentle clearing turn. Oh, this is something else. This is something else, I tell you what. We're climbing though. Knock that off. Get it to come back out a bit. There we go. Alright, so our clearing turns are done. Now, I want to shoot for, let's try some slow flight actually. Let's do slow flight. We're at 3,300 feet. 3,300, that's
traffic, Aero 33129er, at 5,500, about 10 miles northwest of the field, gonna overfly, go to the southeast, about 15.
Okay. Let's get to it. That's not here. Alright, so we're gonna pull power back to about 1,700. We're gonna put the carbine on, so we're at low RPM range. We're gonna bring some flaps into the equation. We're going to bring another 10 degrees of flaps in. Left turning tendency of the engine. There's 55 knots. That's our slow flight speed right there. I'm just juggling that with the pitch of the aircraft. Go a little faster, I pull the nose up just a bit. A bit lower, a little bit, keep the throttle about where it's at, because that's controlling. We're actually climbing a bit, so I'm going to drop the throttle a little bit. And bring the nose down to kind of counter that. Put that 55. And so we're going to get a little bit of trim in here. Keep the nose right where it's at. We're just looking at that sight picture, I think. Alright, we're at 3,500. We're going to use this as
Traffic Jump 1's going to be away in 5 minutes, 10,000 below, 5 minutes fastest.
Let's start a slow turn to the right. And again, juggling our airspeed with the pitch. A little bit faster, so I'm going to pull the nose back a bit. Not touching the power. Just going to pull a little power out because we're climbing. Okay. That's looking good. There's our climb rate arrested. I'm going to pull a little bit more power out. We're going to descend a bit. Don't hold that 55 knots. And now we are coming around on a full 360 degree turn. Still at 55 knots, altitude is coming back into control. Got the nose where it needs to be. Very cool. Very cool. Now we're just going to level it off nice and gentle here. And I'm going to our speed 55. A little bit more power out. And we'll try to let our altitude come back down to our target. I'm watching that airspeed because our stall speed is right around this point. I don't hear the stall horn yet, so we're okay. We are descending slowly. This is why I need to practice this, because I actually climbed up I started at 3,300 and I actually climbed all the way up to 3,500 just setting up slow flight. So I need to get better at that. I need to get more proficient because the check ride's going to want me to be pretty much spot on. So, alright, again, getting a little bit of speed, so we'll just pull back a little bit more back pressure. Let it forward again. Holding it at 55. Get us back on us southerly heading here. Got carb heat on, of course. This low RPM, we always want to have carb heat. Alright, coming up on our 3,500 feet now. We are crawling. We are absolutely crawling right now. Let's see. Our ground speed is we're actually going faster at 64 knots. We're actually moving faster than the instruments indicate. Okay, so I hit my altitude. We feel a little bit more power.
Texas traffic, jump 1, 2 minutes, roll numbers away, 10,000 below, 2 minutes, 5 seconds.
The reason I'm doing this is because I need to understand. I need to feel and understand how throttle, when you're in the slow flight configuration, how throttle is affecting not necessarily my speed, because it's having a, I'm bouncing around at 100, 200 RPM here. It's not really affecting my speed. It's mostly affecting my climb rate. Low at 55, and now I'm climbing. Cool. Alright, so very cool. Nice and stable. We're in coordinated flight. We're not, we're controlling the left turning tendencies of the engine. We're holding a southerly course. Alright, let's go ahead and recover. We're going to go back to full power. Repeat off. We're going to keep our flaps in for a second. There's 60 knots. We're going to get the nose down because we're going to climb. Just want to pick up speed. Alright, we're going to bring out our first notch of flaps. I feel the nose drop because of that. Their speed's coming up. Lower the nose a bit. We're gaining speed still. We're going to pull the last notch of flaps out at 75 knots. Nose wants to drop as soon as I do that because we're still trimmed for that kind of slow flight. So that's okay. We actually need to come down because we're a little high. Alright, there's our cruise speed. We're going to come back to 23. Well, not our cruise speed. We're 95 knots. I'm keeping in the maneuvering speed arc because you never know if you have to make any changes. I still can't trust the attitude indicator, so I'm not going to bother doing anything fishy here. Alright, 702, we've been flying for 34 minutes. Well, that's when I started the recording. I've been flying for only 20 minutes. Well, there's another plane down there. Not on ADBSB. 230 feet below me. No radio calls either. That's weird. I need to come down. We are too high. I don't want to go too fast though, so we're going to pull the power out. RV on so the engine doesn't quit on us.
Traffic, jump 1, numbers away, 10,000 below, numbers away, 5 seconds.
Alright, let's look at our map here. So we are alright, let's go do a half an hour landing practice. That sounds good. And we're still recording. Cool. I've been recording for 42 minutes. That pretty much tracks. I think we'll do, alright, there's the runway. I love this.
500.
It doesn't get much better than this. Control traffic, 63612, 2 miles to the northwest, entering the 45 to the left, downwind 436, Central. Alright, there's our altitude, 1200 feet. Airplane off. We're going to fly this for just a minute.
Destination ATIS is 134.8.
No, it's not. My phone's trying to tell me to this. It thinks I'll go out of Spirit for some reason. I'm not going to Spirit. Alright. Now it looks clear. I don't see anybody else visually. We actually should have gone farther that way. But that's okay. I mean, no, this is about right. This is about the field. Okay, now for the fun parts. Landings. Landings, landings, landings. We cannot butcher this. Alright. St. Charles traffic, 63612 is left downwind, runway 36, St. Charles. Gotta slow down a little bit because we're kind of fast. Alright. Here's our beam point, so 15. Nose up. 10 degrees flaps and the light arc. Not that low. We're 75, we're actually going 80, 70. St. Charles traffic, 63612, turning left to base runway 36, St. Charles. This is the hard part. Landings are the hard part. We're looking good though, a little fast. Our flaps at 70. St. Charles traffic, 63612, turning final runway 36, St. Charles. Alright, we're at 66 knots. Oh, we're okay. Okay. We're gonna keep the nose down. We're on the center line pretty much now. We're gonna get our last notch of flaps in there. Keep the nose down. Our aiming point is just about the numbers. Nose come down a bit more to keep that speed.
Traffic, Gyro 109 back off, going to be entering left downwind for runway 01.
And right rudder to bring the nose on the center line. Power to idle. Loading, 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 loading. Not too bad. Could be better. Could be better. Alright. But we're gonna taxi back and do it again. Rounded off too early, we floated away.
Traffic experimental 738 Sierra over the river to the northwest. We'll be entering it down left downwind from runway 36 in Charles County.
Window open, get some air. St. Charles traffic, 63612, clear of runway 36 and taxiing back to 36, St. Charles. Laps up, beat. Extra out for taxi. And we taxi. St. Charles traffic, 63612, turning left crosswind runway 36, St. Charles. Come back on the power. I want to end up high like we did last time. Look at that sunset. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful sunset.
1 mile, 900 feet below.
Trail traffic, 63612, turning left downwind, runway 36, St. Charles. Get our landing lights and our strobe lights on. This is getting kind of dark. This will probably be my last one, actually. I didn't realize how dark it was getting. Our beat's coming on, get that trim down a little bit.
Passenger traffic, one is circling in just south of the field. Just sitting in a 5,000. We're going to enter a left downwind for runway 1. That's the 2 parachutes going in for landing.
Dumps check. Gas is on both undercarriage, down belted, mixture is full rich. Primer in and locked, seatbelts and lights are on. Landing flow complete. We're a little high, but that's okay. That high. Not high enough to warrant concern. Our flaps out. Alright, there's our 75. Right there, just breezy. Get the trim in for that. Don't have to maintain back pressure for that. St. Charles traffic, 63612, turning left to base runway 36, so we have full stop remain St. Charles. What's up with that? I'll let it come on around. Notch of flaps as we roll out. Until we roll out to do so.
Traffic, 8 o'clock, 1 mile, 100 feet
Close
above.
down. Way slow here. High. That's okay. We can fix that. St. Charles traffic, 63612, turning final, runway 36. Full stop, St. Charles.
Passenger traffic, jump on, left base to final, runway 1, fastest.
Alright, last launch flaps. The nose down. I want 65. All the powers were high. There's 65. That's what we want. Alright, idle. That was beautiful! Oh my god, that was perfect landing. That's what I want. That's what I want every time. That was awesome. That was awesome. I'm gonna show my instructor that. That was awesome. Okay, let's taxi back to the north ramp now. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. This has been an awesome flight, an awesome day. It's a beautiful day to fly. Really, really pleased with how today's flight turned out. My first landing was okay. My second landing was not. I ballooned, and I fixed it on the third landing. On the third landing, it was smooth as silk. Smooth as silk. And we flew for about an hour and a half, I think. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Yep. Alright, securing aircraft checklist. Brakes are set, avionics off. This will be the end of the audio, so